So it's really a question of, am I looking to buy a product or a brand?
Or a brand, yeah. I feel the next year and within the next year, consumers would start to face something called as e-commerce fatigue.
Sure.
Right? As much as they would have relied on an Amazon, it'll continue to thrive because it's a one single shop for multiple brands.
Sure.
And the vendetta with which independent startups or brands are coming up is, I want more control on my customer, and hence I would push them to buy from my own site or my own app. As much as that's great for the business in the short run, with competition increasing, would customers really be willing to shop for every single product on individual sites, or would aggregator platforms still take the precedence?
Sure. You know, honestly, as a brand, investor, or if you see it from the lens of the consumer brands, it shouldn't matter. So ultimately, again, this is training from levers 20 years ago.
Yeah.
If you have a great value proposition, which you are fulfilling with a great product, come service, come solution, you need to get that brand as a strong connect with the consumer.
But would it really drive sales? And I'm just bringing a contrarian perspective. Would it really drive sales from an e-commerce standpoint as much as I love the brand, or would I still prefer to buy it on an aggregator platform where I can get 10 other of my favorite brands?
No, which is exactly my point, that it doesn't matter. See, if I want a boat speaker,
right,
or if I want a yoga bar, protein bar, then I'm saying I'm looking for it on wherever it's the most convenient way for me to consume it.
Yeah.
So then whether it's Amazon, whether it's Big Basket, whether it's Swiggy, Instamart, whether it's my own website, or it's a local retailer, all of that becomes a reference set. But if I am saying I want to buy a protein bar, then I would go to an Amazon where I will look for all the choices that are there. So it's really a question of, am I looking to buy a product or a brand?
Or a brand, yeah, true.
And that is where, a lot of the entrepreneurs today probably also need to understand the distinction between a product and a brand.
Yeah.
Because eventually the fact that there are 10 protein bars will become 20 is a given.
Yeah.
So how do I create that consumer connect, the consumer love, and the ability? And what also happens is that there is no rocket science innovation in the product formulations.
Yeah.
So you can have a positioning or an insight to the consumer which is very unique.
So it's a brand play?
It has to be a brand play. But brand without the right product, it doesn't work.
It has to be complementary.
So getting the product story and getting the product right has to be table stakes. I mean, you can't do anything unless you have a great product.
Right.
But that is not enough. And that is really why, whether you are a multi-channel, omni-channel, what kind of engagement you have with consumers, content commerce, solution approach to business, everything comes into that whole thing saying, what is my value proposition to the consumer, and why he or she will continue to, buy my product.